Hello, what is up you guys? It is Liam Simmons 2000 here, back with a different figure review, this time on the Neca Alien Romulus Ultimate Xenomorph xx121. If you're looking to find this, you can find it on Amazon, as this was gifted to me as a birthday present, as it was my birthday yesterday. And I am really excited to have this in hand, as I really did enjoy Alien Romulus. So without further ado, let's look at the box. And as you can see, it has a clear poster of the movie. At the top, it says Alien Romulus in white, and then at the bottom, it says Ultimate Xenomorph xx121. Then you can see at the bottom of the box all the people responsible for making this figure. I like it how NECA do that. Then you've got the 20th Century Studios logo, the NECA logo, the barcode with the year 2025. Then it's not suitable for ages 3 and up. Then at the back it says Alien Romulus Ultimate Xenomorph xx121. At the top, it just says Alien Romulus. Then it has the product shots here with the alien here. Then with its tongue out. Then with the face hugger and chest burster. Then the NECA logo there. And it says, while scavenging the deep ends of the derelict space station, a group of young space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form of the universe. Includes facehugger, chestburster, and interchangeable hands. Then at the side, it has the picture of the xx121 Xenomorph, or Big Chap. Then on the other side, it's the exact same. Then when you open the flap, it has the alien in a product shot here, which looks really, really, really nice. I love the way it looks in this. And then you get a clear look of the Xenomorph in its box, and that looks amazing. So without further ado, let's crack this thing open. And as you can see, here is the Ultimate NECA Xenomorph xx121 Big Chap here, without the zip ties, as I have unzip tied it. And then you can see the face hugger accessory here, the two chest bursters, and the interchangeable hands here. So without further ado, I'll get them out their trays. So here we have the face hugger out of the tray, and it does look really nice. I like the black wash on it. I like the creamy skin looking colour. It looks really cool. The inside looks gross as it should, like in the movie. It has a bendy wide tail, so you can articulate it up, you can articulate it downwards with a bit of oomph, like that. So you could have it wrap round a predator's face, or whatever you want, a space marine. And yeah, so I really, really do like this face hugger a lot. It is my first ever face hugger I own. I haven't really owned any of the other aliens that come with face huggers. But yeah, definitely like the wash on it. It sort of reminds me of a Venom black, almost like a symbiote goo. But yeah, really, really like this. And then I'll show you the tail. Here is a look at the tail, which looks really, really, really nice, as you can see here. And then we've got the chest bursters, which, as you can see here, look really nice. Again, they are bendy wise, so you can pose them. But again, the collar and the thing on them looks really, really nice. I like the fact that it's screaming, ready to pop out of an predator's chest or a space marine's. It looks really, really, really cool. Again, the first ever chest burster I have owned. And then we have another one. This one's more of a snake posed one, where it's just straight like that. But again, it has got bendy wiring. So if I just do this, you can see It could look up and have it looking down as well, which is really, 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 really cool. And then I don't know if I've shown the face of it, but here is the face. It's got a closed mouth on this one. But overall, really, 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 really cool accessories, the chest bursters. And again, here is a look at the tail. Sorry if my camera's on focus, but here is the tail. Looks really, really, really nice. Then you have the hands, which you've got a pair of clawed, almost half grabbing hands, which look really, really cool. You can see the black paint on them and then the silver nails, which look really cool. Reminds me of the classic Alien as it should, which is amazing. And then you have the peg that will peg into the figure here. And then the same with the other hand. So you have a left and right hand with the same pose as I showed before. Which again looks really cool. I like it how it looks almost robot-y, like Terminator-y look, which looks really cool. And like I said, the nails look really cool. The silver definitely complements the black paint. Then you've got sort of a more weird posed hands here, which look really, really unique. I do like them a lot. So yeah, there's that one. And then again, you get quite a lot of hands. So here is the other one for the opposite hand, which is really cool. And again, the inside even has detail and sculpting, which is amazing. And then you get a pair of weird alien almost fisted hands, which is awesome. You can see more of the detail here. Then the claws on the inside, which it does look weird having aliens with fisted, almost grabbing hands. But they still look pretty cool. And then again, the last hand, which is this one. And again, the detail is insane. So I will now show you the figure now. And here is a look at the Ultimate Xenomorph xx121 out of the packaging. And it does look really cool at the side, which I like. Again, the dome looks really, really cool, really translucent. Then you've got, again, the black paint, which looks so cool, and it sort of shimmers as well. The tail, which is unique. This was for the Alien Romulus version, so I really do like that tail a lot. Again, here is the face, which looks really, really, really cool. Again, I love the teeth. They look really cool. The sculpting on the body looks really cool. It looks more organic as opposed to the original big chap, which I'll get into a comparison later. But again, I love the arms. They look very slender. The feet look really cool. The chest here looks cool. The abdomen looks really cool. Again, the skull looks insane. And the teeth look a bit different to the classic big chap, but yeah. And then here is the other side of the alien, which looks really, really, really cool. Then you've got the back here. As you can see, the dome here, which looks really cool, really translucent. Then the spine leads all the way to the tail, which looks really insane. The dorsal tubes are a bit different to the regular xenomorphs, as they're more spread out due to the movie. And then, as you can see, the back of the arms, which again looks really, really, really cool. And again, here is a side profile of the xenomorph again. And here is the face and the other side, which looks really, really cool. So here, as you can see, a better look at the dome. I like it how the dome is really, really, really translucent. That looks amazing. You can even see the skull, which looks really, really cool. And again, the attention to detail on it is really, really just amazing. Like I said, I've never owned a regular Big Chap. I've got the body sculpt for Big Chap because of other aliens, but never the original. The side of it looks so cool. So for articulation, his mouth opens that far, which is quite far, as you can see here. His tongue does come out a bit. It is very, very short and small, though, compared to the usual ones, as you can see. His arm rotates all the way around at a 90-degree angle, as you can see, all the way around, and he can rotate all the way back, which is cool. The elbow joints are about that far. He can get his arm and elbow to bend about that far, and then that far again. The same with this arm here. He can do it all the way around at a 90-degree angle, but I'm not doing that again. The elbow joint can go about that far up, that far down. The legs, again, the legs can kick that far forward, which is quite far for an alien. And they can kick about this far back, which is very, very far, and it can touch the back of its dome, which is insane articulation. Ab crunch. His ab crunch is about that far forward, which is quite far for a xenomorph. And then he can crunch that far back, which isn't very far, but he can definitely lean forward a lot more. Then he can lean back, which is okay for me, in my opinion. Really, really cool articulation here. And then, again, the tail is very, very long. As you can see, it's not really in camera. And it is a bendy wire posable tail, which is really a nice thing to see with the detail, which is really, really cool. But again, the articulation is quite good, in my opinion. Quite well for articulation, especially the ab crunch, the kicks. And like I said, you can go all the way around with his arm, which you can never really do with aliens. But you can with this, which is really, really, really cool to see that. And then the elbow joints. And like I said, he can kick really far back. And he can kick quite far forward, which is always a good thing. So, yeah, overall, I really like this figure. Again, it can hold, its accessories like that, which is always really, really awesome that he catches a face hugger or chest burster mid-grab. Then he can grab this one like that, which is cool. You can also have him grab the face hugger with this hand instead, which you just pop it in like that. And you have it like this, which is really, really, really cool. As you can see, it's crawling on him. Then you can also have it like that, which is really cool. Again, the only thing I will say about this alien here is the hands are a pain to change. You need warm water to do it, which I don't have access to at the minute because I was doing this review and I didn't think it'd be that stiff. But Neca tend to do that, and I have heard things, so some warm water and these will go on fine, which I'm really happy with. Again, these will be the default hands that I'll use mostly anyway, as I don't really seem to tend to need the grabbing hands that much, but it is cool they have a plethora of hands, you know, all these accessories in themselves, which again are really cool. Like you get 2 chest bursters and a face hugger, which even the original Neca Big Chap didn't come with, so that's a massive applause to Neca, a massive step up. And you get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interchangeable hands, which again, really, really, really cool. You get that many interchangeable hands, and just in general. So without further ado as well, I really like the tail, and like I said, there's a barb at the end, almost like a stingray. So without further ado, it is comparison time. So here is the ultimate Neca Alien Romulus Xenomorph xx121 alongside the Neca Alien Attack Warrior from the 2017 Kenner-inspired run, which again is really the only big chap body mold I have besides this new one, which again is really, really cool. It does look a bit taller, but in person it's not really. Again, the teeth definitely look a bit different if you do it by the side profile here. If it stands up, this tends to not want to stand up. And then you do that one here. You can definitely tell the mouths are a lot smaller on the new one. Definitely, which is fine. Like I said, you know, a lot smaller. But again, this is a new body mold. This is an old one. The tongue as well is way bigger on this one. But again, this is a old body mold. The one I just showed you is brand new, which again, like I said, although the, you know, mouth is a tiny bit smaller, I'd say the head looks amazing. Everything looks really, really cool with this alien compared to the Attack Warrior that was made, well, like almost a decade ago. We're talking 2016, 2017 versus a 2025 alien. So really, 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 really good. Good figures in general. I do also have a Mantis Xenomorph, which I would get out, but unfortunately he's in all my other stuff. And I don't want to have to go through all my other, you know, stuff to get it, because it'll just be a hassle to do. And this comparison is the closest comparison, in my opinion. Anyway, as the Mantis Xenomorph looks completely different to these ones, which again, you know, it is what it is. These look really, really, really good, in my opinion. They look awesome. Again, like I said, if I had to choose between the blue one and the new one that I've got, I would choose this one. I like the body. The body looks way different, as you can see. You know, this one's based off of the big chap when the guy was in the suit. This one's from Romulus when they didn't use any suits or anything. So it's definitely different. Like I said, the teeth are different. They are really different. They don't look that different from there. But yeah, here are the tongues out of the aliens. And as you can see, the tongue on this blue one is a bit bigger. The teeth are a bit different to this one, especially if you do it by side profile, which I will do now. If it can stand. This one has trouble standing. But yeah, as you can see, side profile, bigger tongue here, the jaw's a bit bigger, this is a bit smaller and stuff. But again, if I had to choose between these two, I'd definitely choose this one as it is the classic Xenomorph design. And I've never owned the classic. I've always owned these sort of aliens where they're really bright colored. And even though this is the Big Chap design, it isn't really the color of Big Chap. So yeah, this is my first one. And like I said, the tails as well, which I'll do a comparison to. The tails do look quite different as well as the actual figures, which I'll show you here. The tail looks really different. As you can see, the blue one's the body of the Big Chap that they used for it. And the new one's definitely a lot more spikier, a lot more monstrous looking, I'd say. Especially the barb at the end is just insane. And then you can see the back of them. Both look different, and then the domes look different. And here is my NECA Ultimate Xenomorph xx121 next to a very, very old prototype Xenomorph drone from the original 1979 movie as concept art. And here is the NECA Alien Romulus Ultimate xx121 Xenomorph next to the Alien Covenant Neomorph, which I am working on. It is a project, that's why you can see blue tack on it, and its spines are sort of a clayey brown, because I am doing a project with that. And last but not least, here is the NECA Ultimate Alien Romulus Xenomorph xx121 next to the 2000s Jeff Hardy. Xenomorph party, Xenomorph party, yeah, Xenomorph party, Xenomorph party, yeah, Xenomorph party, Xenomorph, yeah, Xenomorph party. So overall, what do I think of the NECA Alien Romulus Ultimate xx121 Xenomorph Big Chap? I'm not gonna lie, I really do like this figure. Going into it, I didn't know if I'd like it as much, because the design is a bit different from the normal Big Chap. Case in point, when I showed you my Kenner NECA inspired Attack Alien Warrior, that uses the Big Chap body mold, and the teeth do look bigger, I'll give it that. The tongue's definitely bigger. But in terms of the tail on this new one is so much better, so much more menacing. I love the dome. Like I said, this is my first Big Chap normal one that I have. I don't own the original black Big Chap that NECA released, so there is that. But again, the tail looks good, the feet look good. The body's a lot more slender compared to the original NECA Big Chap. The fact it comes with 6 interchangeable hands, 2 chest bursters, a face hugger. I never thought I'd see that in an alien figure ever. I only thought we'd see that in Mezco and SH Figure Arts, but here we are in 2025, and NECA have blown this out of the water. And if I were to rate this figure right here, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend this figure if you've never picked up a Big Chap figure before. Definitely pick it up. If you have got the original NECA Big Chap and you did pick this one up, let me know what you think of it compared to the original. And I am glad I got this for my birthday. I'm glad I got the chance to review this for you guys, because this has to be one of my favourite Alien figures I've got so far. I am going to be getting a Predator figure really soon. I might do a review on that depending on if this does well. And I am going to get a Scorpion Alien quite soon. I don't know when, but that'll be the next one I get. The Neca inspired Scorpion Alien will probably be the next one. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Heard you had a lot to say. Now you don't really talk too much though.